a little cautious to share this. I wanted to bring this to you in the right way. So I asked myself the hard questions and I did the extensive research for myself and for you so that you don't have to. And I landed in a place of complete confidence and I wanted to share this information with you. So right now I'm here at the lake. I didn't have time to do a big production, no slideshow. I just wanted to make sure that women knew about this situation and got the information before the time closes because something big is happening very soon and it really matters. So give me a few minutes of your time because this really is worth it. Hi, everyone. My name is Tina, and I got into the natural wellness space like the way a lot of women do. I was desperate for some answers. When I was a young mom struggling with secondary infertility and being told everything looked completely normal, but I knew something wasn't right. Things just weren't working. So I started looking for my own answers. That was over 25 years ago, and I absolutely love natural wellness and natural options and sharing those with people. Also, during those 25 years, I've spent a lot of time building, managing, and owning businesses. I know how to evaluate something before I put my name on it. And recently, something has caught my eye. I've done the research, and now it's time to share what I've learned and how it can help you. We as women, we are so good at asking questions, right? Well, at least our spouses and our children think so. Women are really good at asking questions related to our health, but the questions we are asking about our health and those we care about have really changed. It's not just how do I avoid getting sick anymore? It's how do I feel better? How do I have more energy? How do I recover faster? How do I stay independent longer? And how do I get more great years out of my life and actually enjoy them? Those questions are being asked by millions of women right now. Economists have a name for what's driving the questions, the demand for information, answers, and products. They call it the lipstick effect. The short version of that is this: even when people pull back on big purchases, especially when the economy is bad, they keep spending on the things that help them feel like themselves, feel normal in a time of difficulty or crisis. They keep their hair appointments, their nail appointments, they continue to buy new clothes. And all of that is really deeply related to how we feel about health, wellness, energy, and vitality. Not because it's a luxury. In fact, those things are no longer considered luxurious. They're now necessities. And when that millions of people start wanting the same thing at the same time, the market always finds a way to meet the need. In 25 years of watching the wellness space, I have never seen growth projections like what I'm going to share. In the market I'm talking about is I have to be careful saying this word, so I may say PEPs or pep rally because people have gotten their accounts banned or shut down because of using that word. So I'm just cautious. I hope you can see that it might be backwards. The global pep therapeutics market is currently roughly about $150 billion. It's projected to reach over $250 billion in 2030. Those aren't small numbers. Those are the kind of numbers that signal a fundamental shift in an industry. It's not a trend, it's not a moment, it's a permanent change in direction. And it's driven by an aging population, by the explosion of consumer interest in longevity and metabolic health, by people who are done waiting for traditional medicine to catch up with what we already know and what we know we need. The demand is already here and the market is responding. And actually, we are just at the very beginning of it. That's exactly what's happening right now. And it's why I started paying very close attention. Now, I didn't jump into this revolution right away. That's not how I work. I learned over the years to tell the difference between something that's real and something that's just noise. So when I started seeing this conversation everywhere, like in market trend reports, business articles, doctors' offices, and in the communities with the women that were around me, I did what I always do. I went into a deep dive before I actually made a decision. And what I found changed things for me. Not because of what I read, but because of what I had already lived. Because before I ever heard about the pep rally, there were two products that had already changed my life completely. Those two experiences are the reason I trust what I want to show you. I came into a business opportunity not because of the business. I wasn't looking for that. I came into it because of our product experience. The collagen from this company changed my life. Believe me, I've tried several collagens before with little to no results and didn't expect this time, but I was really surprised. My hands hurt so bad I couldn't hold a phone. I was afraid I would drop a glass because my hands hurt so badly. But after 4 weeks, all that changed. Today I'm playing pickleball for an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, with no pain in my body because of this collagen. Then came another product, NAD support. For more than 20 years, I rarely slept through the night. I would wake up around 3 in the morning, and there were nights I wouldn't fall back asleep until almost midnight the next day, only to wake up again around 3 the following morning. Running on that little sleep for more than 20 years takes a toll on every part of your life. Within 9 days of taking NAD from this particular company, I was sleeping through the night. I became a totally different person. But I want to be honest about what those 20 years cost me. My doctors believe that chronic sleep deprivation contributed to some serious cardiovascular issues and was a contributor to having a heart stent a few years ago. I'm sharing this because I spent 20 years thinking I just couldn't sleep. I didn't understand that my body was paying a price I couldn't see. And beyond the physical cost, I wasn't fully present for a lot of moments. Exhaustion steals your presence even when you're in the room. Those two things, what it cost my body and what it cost the people I love, that's why I don't take lightly what I'm putting my name behind. Over the past 3 years, I've watched Trinot, the company that offers my collagen and NAD, bring products to the market and do so very thoughtfully and thoroughly. Award-winning products for the products in the marketing. They invest in research, formulation, and quality, and they definitely earned my trust. So much so, I partnered with them to share their products. When Trinot announced Bell MD, a telehealth platform for PEPs, I was intrigued, but I wasn't on board immediately. I needed to understand it. I couldn't put my name behind something just because everyone else around me was excited about it. For years, I've been helping people improve their health naturally, and so has Trinot. So when they introduced physician guided care, I had to ask myself honestly, could these two things work together? Could natural products, holistic wellness, and physician guided help with PEPs exist successfully together and not compromise my ideas? So I researched, I read, I talked to doctors who had been using PEP therapy in their practices for 10 years or more and who also believe in natural holistic approaches. And what they told me consistently changed everything for me. The foundation still matters. The nutrition, the movement, the sleep, the building a strong base. That never changes. But a PEP's job isn't to replace any of that. Its job is to amplify it, to optimize it. Your body already knows how to send the right messages. It's been doing it your whole life. But over time, because of stress or through age or through years of poor sleep, those messages can get muddled. Think about the telephone game you played as a kid. You'd whisper something at the front of the line, and by the time it reached the fifth person, the message was barely recognizable. That's what can happen inside your body. The message starts out right, but somewhere along the way, it loses clarity. PEP therapy helps restore that clarity. They help the right messages get to the right places so your body can do what it already knows how to do. It can heal, recover, and perform, but much better. And that's also true for somebody who wants more energy and vitality. And it's equally true for someone dealing with an injury who needs help directing the healing process. And that's when it all clicked for me. I wasn't changing what I believed. I was adding a more powerful tool to everything I already knew. That's what led me to put my name behind Bell MD. So let me show you exactly how BellMD works because the process is much simpler than most people expect. Everything begins with a confidential online questionnaire that you can complete from home. A licensed physician reviews your health history, they meet with you, and determine whether treatment is appropriate for your individual situation. And if it is, your treatment plan is personalized specifically for you. Your prescription is prepared by a licensed compounding pharmacy and is shipped to your home within about 24 hours after it's compounded. From the time you complete your health questionnaire to the time your treatment arrives is generally 3 to 6 business days. And when your treatment arrives, you won't be left wondering what to do with it. You'll have already been educated on exactly what your prescription is for, how to take it, how to administer it, and what to expect. From that point forward, your physician continues to oversee your care through your secure patient portal. Every medical decision stays exactly where it belongs between you and a licensed medical provider. And if questions come up along the way, your physician is accessible to you through the same portal. You're never navigating any of this alone. Also, your consultation, your product, all your supplies, and shipping are included in one price. There's no guesswork in this. Insurance is unavailable for these products, but you can use HSA or FSA accounts. Now, let me tell you what BellMD is launching with. We're starting with 3 physician-guided therapy areas. For those dealing with weight management, including access to both name brand and generic semaglutide and tirzepatide, physician-guided support that goes beyond willpower and it addresses what actually happens in your body. For those focused on overall health and cellular protection, glutathione, which is what physicians call the master antioxidant, supports your body's ability to defend, repair, and recover from the inside out. As a matter of fact, I get glutathione in my IV when I'm sick. And for sexual wellness, there's PT141, which works differently than anything most people have tried. It doesn't work on the blood flow, it works on the brain, restoring the signals that create the natural desire for both men and women. I've even had people joke, not only are we helping to improve people's health, but we might be saving a few marriages along the way too. Now, here's something that matters to a lot of people. Depending upon what your physician recommends, some therapies are available as injectables. But not everyone wants to go that route, and you don't have to. Oral options are available as well. So your physician determines what's appropriate for you based on your individual health needs, your goals, and your comfort level. And this is just the beginning. As the physician-guided therapies continue to evolve and new offerings become available, BellMD is positioned to grow right alongside that market. For many people, being able to have these conversations privately from the comfort of your home or your lake or wherever without spending a half a day in a waiting room is one of the things that people really appreciate most. It's simple, it's personal, it's all guided by a licensed physician every step of the way. And here's where it gets interesting. When Trinot built this platform, they had a choice to make about how to introduce it to the world. They could have spent millions on billboards, TV commercials, and clinical marketing campaigns. But instead, they chose to invest in the people who actually believe in what they're doing. People like me. People who use the product. Me. People who have lived in the results. People whose recommendation means something because it comes from experience. We're not part of a marketing budget. That's the model. And that's where the opportunity comes in. Just like you recommend products and things to your family and friends and colleagues, you can do the same thing with BellMD. Here's what makes this different from anything I've been a part of before. I've built businesses from scratch. I know what it costs in terms of time, money, and energy. I know what it takes to create an infrastructure, build systems, and put all the pieces together. But that isn't this. You don't have to do that. For a $39 enrollment fee, along with the wellness product bundle that's right for you, you're stepping into a business where someone else has built the complete foundation. That means you focus on what actually matters. And what matters for you is helping people, building relationships, and getting results. And I want to speak directly to anyone watching this who feels that they are already busy, already running something, already managing a full life, already thinking, I don't have time for one more thing. I hear you. I am you. Most all of us feel that way. Here's what I want you to understand about how this works. You're not being asked to be the clinician. You're not asked to be the doctor. You're not being asked to explain the PEPs or prescribe them or manage anyone's health journey. All you're doing is sharing a link. The platform handles the physician consultation. It also handles the prescription. It also works with the pharmacy, and it handles the ongoing physician oversight. Your job is simply to connect people with a conversation that could change their health. Everything else is already built and done for you. That's not a side hustle, that's leverage. You recommend things to your friends, family, and colleagues frequently. This is the same, except you receive a referral bonus. And for someone who already knows how to build, that's a very different conversation. Now, before I show you the two paths forward, I want to show you something that stopped me in my tracks. We haven't even hit July yet when the platform launches. And there are people who have come in just the past couple of weeks, and some of them just within the past couple of days, you might have a hard time seeing this, who have already achieved success and hit milestones. These are just a couple of people that have done that. There are so many more that are achieving success in this just by sharing the links. There are people who may have already used the product, but who are in another platform, but who are interested in this. These are not projections, and they are not promises. These are real women who made decisions to take action. They decided to get ahead of this. They wanted to be in before the launch on July 1st when the market fully opens. Your position and timing matters, and right now, both are in your favor. Now, let me show you two paths forward. The first is to come into BellMD as a client. You can complete your health questionnaire, connect with your physician, and begin your own personal health journey. If that's where you are right now, that's enough. That's great. That's a complete decision on its own. The second one is to come in as a builder. When you enroll through BellMD, you become a Trinot associate as well. Your $39 enrollment, along with the wellness bundle, gives you the access to both BellMD referral platform and the entire Trinot opportunity. When someone becomes a BellMD client through your referral, you earn a referral bonus. And because this is a launch, Trinot is offering an additional July incentive. For every 5 people that you refer to BellMD that become a client, you earn an additional $500 referral bonus. And you can earn that bonus over and over and over again as many times as you want in the month of July. Beyond BellMD referral bonuses, Trinot offers a comprehensive payment plan. I don't know that you can see this here. It includes a base pay, a leadership bonus, a vehicle stipend, additional bonuses, and the opportunity to receive the builder bonus of up to $38,000 in our first 9 months. The details of the full compensation plan actually deserve their own conversation. What I want you to see right now is the scope of what's possible. Some people come in simply wanting to offset bills each month. Some want to create another income stream, and some want to build something for years to come. The thing is, you get to decide what success looks like to you, and here's what ties it all together. BellMD isn't separate from the Trinot's broader mission. The physicians who work with BellMD clients also talk about fundamental health. They talk about the natural options that support long-term wellness. Those natural options are part of what Trinot has been building for years. This isn't a single product pitch. This is an entire ecosystem built around helping people feel better and live better. For some of you, this will begin as a health decision. That's great. For others, it'll begin as a business decision because you recognize the opportunity. And for some of you, just like me, you'll realize you don't have to choose between the two. We started this conversation talking about a market shift, but it was never really about the market. It's truly about people and helping people live better and feel well. Women are no longer willing to settle for less than they're capable of. Women are ready to feel like themselves again, and women who want more good years and want more to actually enjoy. That's why this market is growing, and that's why this conversation exists. Somewhere in what I've shared with you, I believe something has landed for you. Maybe it was the science. Maybe it's the products. Maybe it was simply the feeling that it's time to do something different in your life. Whatever brought you to this moment, act on it. The decision is simple. If your priority right now is your own health, if you're ready to focus on your recovery, vitality, your longevity, that's fantastic. Type VIP in the comments below, and I'll get back to you and share the link with you for when it opens on July the 1st. If you recognize the timing of this launch and you're ready to build, comment build in the comments below, and I'll get with you to secure your foundation before July the 1st. Whichever path fits where you are right now, we are ready to move with you. If you have plans or questions about the compensation plan, the compensation details, or you want to talk through which path makes sense for you, comment below and I'll get back with you or someone from my team and we'll start the conversation, because the conversation is where everything gets started. I'm glad you joined me for this tonight, and I look forward to seeing you and answering any questions and sharing more about Trinot and Bell MD.